Sometimes I might do 3 or 4 videos. If I ain't got nothing else to do on the day, like I said, I had a busy week, first part of the week. So I might have one day where I might do 3 or 4 videos, and I might upload them sparingly, whenever I feel like it. And then I might not. So I might go back and listen to them to make sure they come out the way they're supposed to. And even when it comes down to me doing my service calls and stuff that I need to do, I can sit at home and order equipment. All the person got to do is tell me, hey man, what they want me to do. Try to get them a good price on a certain size package unit, or a split. I've been doing mostly package units. It's easy because I feel like a package unit, you can do a lot with a package unit. You can. And people when they building 2-story homes nowadays, people like to go to them California zone systems. But the California zone systems actually cheaper for the builder. Is not any cheaper for the person who owns the home, because that system is actually overworking itself, trying to keep each floor heated and cool. So it's really overworking the equipment. It may cost the builder more to put 2 different split heat pump systems, one on downstairs and one on the second floor. But for longevity, I mean, it's gonna last for a very long time. That's one thing people need to go pay attention to when they go buy homes too. See if they got 2 outdoor units or 1, especially if they got a 2-story house and they got 1 unit. Oh boy, that bad boy about it might be half, almost be about done anyway. Especially if they're just going into buying it behind somebody else. So, and the expense of changing one of them units out now, it costs. I try to service and maintenance my unit every year. My dad don't like the way heat pumps perform. Like I told him, I said a heat pump is designed to do exactly what it is. It will keep a house comfortable if you allow it to run like it's supposed to. In the wintertime, he like to turn it off sometimes. And then he like to come back in the house and try to turn it up. Well, it's going to take time for a heat pump to get a house to its desired temperature. He's used to that dry heat, so he wouldn't have one of those wall mount over furnace things put inside the house he stays in. But the heat pump, it keeps the house warm. And like I said, I got the heat strips locked out the way they don't come on unless it's below 35 degrees. There's certain ways you can go in there and program those thermostats to keep those things from coming, lock them out. So they're not coming over, so they're not running utility bill up. So I live within my means. I run the service calls I choose to run. This quick, easy to get to. I order equipment for new jobs for other people while they go out of town. They might call me, hey man, they need a piece of equipment ordered, or they might need some duct work that I might still have in storage that I'm not going to use for a while, because I done bought equipment for 2 or 3 jobs and haven't heard back from other people. So I sit still on what I have to do and live within my means. Like I said, one time I had a bunch of cars. Yeah, when you let them sit up, they cost more. Repairs, running up and down the road, trying to do everything, and then sometimes you get placed to what people. You could be in a place and really not have a whole lot, but the fact that you might have just a little bit more than somebody else, and jealousy, they'll come in and try to take everything you got and try to make you look like, or try to make you feel lesser than them. Man, don't worry about it. I don't live within my means, take care of my son, and I try to be there, because there was a time where a lot of people try to make others seem like I wasn't there. And I've been there the whole time. The problem was when I would go as a single parent, I wanted some adult time, because a baby, you can't, they really can't express themselves. And what I was going through, I was trying to make sure I gave him everything to try to make him happy, just to see him smile, because at that time, baby stage, he wasn't really talking clearly. And sometimes right now, I still have to try to explain to him how to express himself properly, so it doesn't sound like something that he didn't mean for it Not to me. The stuff that I've been through, people cause your anxiety to go up. Then they want to tell other people something wrong with you. Then they want to say you got anxiety, PTSD. They want to try to label, put all kinds of labels and all kinds. They want to say this person's on this or that. Man, shoot. Half the time they be the one trying to feed stuff to other people to try to make them look, because it makes their story look good. It makes them look better. Man, please, boy, I ain't falling, man. Nah, man. That's the reason why it is very important for people to like pay attention to my videos. So you see the games that have been played around me. What people have done to try to make me look like a bad individual. But the truth will always come out in the end, in due time. I take pride in being a parent. Even when things got tough at a young stage with him, I made sure I was there and I never let him see me sweat. And it's like they say now, you have usually mothers go through postpartum depression after they give birth to a baby. Well, fathers do too. And when my fiance passed away, he was 13 months. He was 13. He was 13 months old. So when that happened, I took on the role of not only trying to be a father and just a provider. I had to take up on. I had to try to do both, be the father and mother, and that's stressful. That's why I say he's being like birth control for me. I will never want to put myself in another situation because the fear of losing another partner and trying to raise a child alone, that's what that's stressful, very stressful. So there were times when people were trying to look for my flaws, and instead of trying to applaud, give me applause when they should, instead of looking for flaws, they should have been giving me an applause, clapping for me. They were making me feel lesser than, and then sometimes I was already feeling bad anyway, because I had a child. He couldn't really express himself to me clearly, so I had other people in my ear trying to make me feel like I couldn't do it alone. But God, that's what I'm saying. Everything I went through, my darkest moment, everything has brought me closer to God. So no matter what it may have looked like to others, I lean and depend on Him for everything. Because He's at the end of the day, He's the one that's carried me through. No friends, no family. I walked alone. I built my business alone. No one really helped me. People tried to say, "Hey, man, yeah, it sounds good. They're gonna support your business," but them be the first one to get on the phone and call somebody else. And I've seen it multiple times. Think to myself, man, these people know I do everything. I'm right down the street. Okay, they never. Just because you have a business doesn't mean people are gonna support it. And sometimes people won't support the business just because of who you are. I learned that too. With me dating outside my race, there were times where I would go do service calls, and sometimes just because I dated outside my race, certain families wouldn't support my business. I wouldn't hear back from them. So I stopped entertaining or showing people who I was actually dating. I don't knock nobody's. I'm not racist because love has no color. In heaven, it's not going to be judging a person by their color. As humans, we are the only person that are so judgmental and stuck on colors. I look for the person's heart. So I do the best I can to show love to each and everything. And when it comes down to me and my son, like I said, there were certain opportunities in the past where there were certain females in my life that went and had abortions. So at one point, it made me feel like, daggone, they made me feel like I wasn't ever gonna be good enough to be a father. So when I did the opportunity to actually be, I made sure I was available to do what I got to do. And people would play games and make it look like something. People were, like I said, they were stealing from my accounts. People were forcing me, keeping me out, taking me further out than where I originally planned on going anyway. Baiting and luring me into environments that I normally wouldn't have went to. Sometimes I might stop by and say, hey, just be passing through. But now I know I shouldn't even knock on the door to go say hey, and check on nobody. That's why I stick to myself now. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged, man. Get into your word, feed your spirit, man. Just much feed your natural. Like I said, as time goes, my videos they'll change here and there when I get back to my happy mode. Like I wanted the barbecue pulled pork. I'm trying to teach my son certain things on them instruments. Like my drum set, I got my drum set being covered up. Um, he's got an electric drum set. I'm trying to teach him how to use a beat machine. I still have all that stuff put up. But right now, we're just everything's in stages. In due time, they'll come. Y'all be blessed. Be encouraged. Get into your word. Feed your spirit, man. This much you feed your natural. Y'all be blessed. Be encouraged.